City lights blink, but they don't speak. Empty wallets, dreams looking weak. Concrete jungle where love takes a seat. Violence whispers, struggles on repeat. This is the life we know. The highs, the lows, the show. Hearts are heavy, pockets are light. Love's a candle.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. How y'all doing today? As always, we love you. Always grateful to be here. Always grateful that I can even take a breath. Today, I'm standing with a couple of church members of mine. I joined this church a couple years ago, and we're sitting here. We're doing an interview about the homeless and what they do and how they do it. And this is Miss Jane, and this is Miss Joyce.
My name is Jane Bralinger, and I'm the CEO of Hands for Homeless, but really the true boss is God. We look to Him for our guidance in everything we do. We started the homeless ministry here in Hands for Homeless because we saw the need. We saw people who needed showers, we saw people who needed food, and we saw people that needed, help with just life's challenges, sometimes getting online so they can maybe apply for a job or get some food stamps, and we just saw the need. So we decided to start it for that reason.
Well, I believe y'all, are really, I think y'all are really sweet. I mean,
Thank
because
you.
For one, you all don't have to do what you got to do, what you're doing right now.
No, I'm old. I could retire now.
But what are some of the services that you provide for the homeless here?
Joyce, I'm going to ask you to answer that.
We try to cover every area that might be needed, from something as simple as a place to get your mail. One of the things that you don't have if you're living on the street or in a hotel is a place to get your mail that's safe so they can get their mail here. Showers, you need a shower. Something to eat, obviously. Sometimes we need an ID so that we can get food stamps or whatever the need is for an ID. We help them be able to get an ID. We make sure that they get signed up on food stamps or housing or help within the right direction for a water bill. Just different things like that. Showers, I don't know if I said that already or not. Showers, that's another thing. We have a twice a month food drop where you're welcome to come and get a whole box of food that you can take home and cook for your family.
What about, do y'all have any programs to help them, like with their addictions and whatnot, as far as drugs?
We do. We work with other agencies. The one thing I've learned that is when you have an agency locally that does well and does a good job at things, we work with both Tri-County and Heartland Mental Health, Behavioral Health, and we work with Peace River.
Well, what kind of experiences have you had with being homeless, or have you?
I haven't had an experience with being homeless, but I will tell you there's times when I've wondered if we're going to pay the bills to be able to have a place to stay.
Now, what about different programs as far as like trying to help them get their disability, as far as housing? What are your long-term goals on that? What do you see for the future as far as what mankind should be doing for each other, as it says in Matthew?
I will tell you, I've recently realized that the government has trouble handling all of that, doing all of that. So we as citizens and we as a community have got to band together and take care of our least of these, those that are really hurting. Doesn't matter whether they have a job or not. They may not have a house, or maybe they have a house, but they don't have the food on the table because they got to put gas in the car to get to work. Folks that are hurting like that, they need the extra help. So homeless individuals getting into housing is a challenge. We can get them to the agencies that do support the initial costs of getting in, because that's huge. You know, when you first move in a place, you got all those down payments and
Yeah.
stuff. So being able to get into a place. But what we're lacking in our community here is a transitional or temporary housing situation. We need that also.
You know why it's frustrating?
Yes.
Because I've been on that side of the fence.
Yes.
You know what it is. If you're homeless, people look down on you.
Yes.
People think that you ain't nothing but a dirty bum in the streets and can't see your own their own humility inside of them. Because for one, I feel like all they do is just judge everybody else. That's what I'm saying. What about humanity? I know the government. The only thing that's going to change the government is we the people. And we got to start now with our youngest and put more faith into the people, because we was once out there. Those were once one of our people. When did God turn his back on his people? You know,
Never.
If he turned his back on his people,
Right.
then why are we turning our back on our own family?
Exactly.
That's making them homeless.
Doesn't the Bible tell us to take care of our neighbor, to take care of those who are hungry and in need? We've got to step up. We've been kind of, and I'm one of them. I've been lax, relying on the government to do it for me. It's time that we step up and do it ourselves. So homelessness, I have families in hotels. Whole families in one-bedroom hotels. And that's not right. I mean, they shouldn't be all having to sleep together, but at least they have a roof over their head. And they do have a little microwave and a little refrigerator. But reality is that's not a nurturing situation where they can do homework. The kids can't do homework and stuff like that. So we really need to be able to help those families too, not just a homeless individual as one person. I'm talking too much.
Well, let's talk with Joyce here for a minute.
There we go.
Now, the question I'm gonna ask you is, like I said, have you ever experienced homelessness?
Homelessness, no. But I was a single mom with 4 kids with a minimum wage job, barely able to meet the rent and barely able to pay the electric and get food in there, send them to school, buy the stuff they needed. A program like this where I could have came a couple of times a week or 2 or 3 times a week and supplemented my food, that would have been huge to me. That would have been so much.
So back then, they didn't really have no kind of program.
Not where I was at. No, not where I was at. I was just kind of on my own. And so, you try to apply for food stamps. I tried to get a second job, and I found out that if I got a second job or got a job, they would cut my food stamps out. So what do? Work for a little bit more, or do I get my kids some food? Kids got to have food, right? So that's kind of where I come from, that kind of a background. And I want to see people who have a need, whether they're on the street because of a problem, or if they've been in an abusive situation and they need to get out of it and that put them on the street, whatever their circumstance is, they need somebody there to just give them a little bit of a hand, not necessarily just hand out, but help them go hand up.
Well, I appreciate that, and I really do, because we all should be like that. But with closing arguments, it's not really an argument. It's because, like I said, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been homeless in my cars. I'll see how people treated me and how people done. And the only stigma that they have is that you all ain't even out there helping. You're supposed to be your relatives. You let your relatives starve like this right here. Everybody's selfish, self-centered, and always depending on themselves. Wake up, people, because one day we can be in the same spot right here, just like a whole bunch of other people that we know, that's trying to do good. Until later, see y'all later. Love y'all. Like, share, subscribe.
Support your homeless ministries.
Thank you for these 2 beautiful ladies right here. See you later.
Have a blessed day.
You want to know what the Bible's right?
All right. Good morning, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. And what is it you do here at Union?
I am the head chef here at Hands for Homeless. My job is to cook nutritious and delicious meals for both our homeless clients, our families going through food insecurity, and we also cook for Meals on Wheels, so that'll be elderly clients that can no longer cook for themselves.
So what is it that drove you to be able to cook for people like that? I mean, what made you concerned about it?
Well, I started working with the homeless and families going through food insecurity back in 2017. In my hometown, I was in a similar position. And once I got back on my feet, I was lost and didn't know where to go, what to do. So I just rode my bike around until I found a good place to volunteer. And it was at a local food pantry. I had good friends, family. I had to get my head on straight because a lot of it's mental. A lot of it is. A lot of it's the position you're in, but also thinking that I can't get out of this. I'm stuck. This is forever. You've got to break that cycle, and you've got to really put in a ton of work. I think it's really bad here in Highlands County. We have a lot of people that don't get the help that they need, and that's why I love this place. We don't have public transportation. We don't have a ton of resources like Orange County or Miami-Dade. They have a ton of resources. That is where we are lacking. So I'd love to see that improve, but for now, it's just all of us churches, organizations, nonprofits teaming up together and working to help alleviate some of the stress that comes with it. Not at all. Not at all. I don't know of any in our area. That's something that we are actually working towards is a new building, and it will offer cooking classes. It will help people get back on their feet with a ton of different awesome resources. But right now it's just in fundraising mode.
Well, you seem like an awesome person, and I'm telling you, I would love to come and have some of that right there.
Well, thank you. It's done with love.
I'm just going to walk around and show people, you know, like I said, what's going on and how everything is being prepared.
Go for it.
If y'all don't know what good eating is, look, that chef that you just met, hey, she's doing a fantastic job, and she also has helpers too. And one guy I want to come to you. And
how you doing? I'm Zach. I'm also Hands for Homeless. I'm just here to assist the head chef. Just do what I can to help the community and just do my best to provide the best experience for anybody that comes here to volunteers. Just whoever wants to come out and help and do their part, I just try to direct them to the best of my ability and, you know, just do what I can. Well, I was also in that situation at one point. I'm originally from Broward County, so yeah, a lot of homeless there, and I lived in my car for a little bit. I struggled, so I definitely understand what it means to be struggling and homeless. Well, I'll be honest, I suffered in silence. I didn't really go out and seek it. I kind of just did what I could to get by, and then I lost my car in a flood, so my mom lives up here, moved up here to live with her, and yeah, now things are a lot better. I have a son, so, you know, I gotta prioritize him. Just waking up every day, just trying to make the best of every day, and, you know, just try to change your life, because if anybody's gonna change it, it's you. Definitely. On a smaller scale in a community, sure, but, you know, our government and politicians and whatever's going on at the top, who knows? Maybe one day, but it's just, it's up to us as the people down here on the ground in reality to make the best of it and help each other and, you know, pick each other up when we're down.
All right. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer because I know you guys got a job to do.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
You know, I know you all look like you all getting pretty busy here, so I'm gonna get out your way. But I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
I thank y'all, and hopefully watch the show, and I can come back and talk to you later.
Ed Bartow Show?
Yes, sir.
I'll tune in. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one, sir.
Hey, you guys. That was Union Church. Her name is Miss Jane. They got a few programs, and they try to help the homeless as well, you know. I just want to say and leave y'all with a thought, because I really don't have much to say. Like I said, she explains the services and whatnot. So if you need help with disability, trying to get a home, see if you can get them to get you from where you are now to get back to work and be a productive citizen, then go to the church and check it out. But this thought that I have is, have you ever find yourself in that situation as far as being homeless? Have you ever faced that before? Have you ever been through it? Now, with the way we treat them when we walk past them, do we want to be treated that way? You know, those are their facts, but this is just my opinion. I just want to say peace, love, and happiness to everybody. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and like, share, and subscribe to this page.
Why does love feel like a war? Why do dreams knock but not the door?